Hello, welcome back to the show. I am, of course, jago107, your host this time around, starting up another new Let's Play. Yes, another one. I've got so many going on, I know it sounds kind of dumb to start up a new one, but this one is special. This is a game I have been waiting to play for a very long time now. Finally able to get my hands on a legit, real, hard copy of the game. Not just a digital copy, but a full, well, not a full, but a real copy of the game. Anyways, this is Planescape Torment, which is a game that is highly reviewed. Many people say it's one of the greatest RPGs of all time. I've been wanting to play it for so long. I was going to show you guys the intro video, but for some reason the way it's set up on my computer, the intro videos, I think all of the videos play at about the size of this box here, or maybe even a little bit smaller. I don't know what the problem is. I do have some mods installed with the game, but they're mainly just like make the game look better. There's a mod to change the resolution to make it look better, and along with that there's one for the HUD and the user interface to make it bigger, and also to make the text bigger so you can actually read it, because if you increase the resolution without increasing the text size, it's going to be, you're going to need a microscope or a magnifying glass to read it. So yeah. A couple other mods that I have are just like tweaks to the game, things to make it more fun, and there's one in particular which is to add back into the game a bunch of content that was cut by the developers. They didn't have the time or the money or whatever to finish this content and put it in the game, so they just cut it out. Well, somebody was able to find the content, finish it, and actually add it back into the game. And so I have the mod that does that. It's called the Unfinished Business mod. I'll provide a link in the description, probably two links, because there were two different sites that I used to find all of these mods, and a lot of the things, people recommend these, and, but yeah, should be very interesting. I've been looking forward to playing this game for a really long time. Like I said, I've heard it's one of the greatest RPGs ever. The story is supposed to be really, really good. Making these choices that are very thought-provoking, very philosophical, and yeah. So, I haven't really played the game that much just yet, but I did kind of tinker with it just a little bit to try and figure out the controls, because there are some intricacies that are a bit hard to grasp at first if you're more of a modern gamer, somewhat like myself. I don't know if I can really say that. I've been playing games a long time, but anyways, let's get in here. New life. This is our character, the Nameless One, and this is how we customize him at the start. We have the different stats. The game is based off of Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, which is the second edition of course, the tabletop RPG, and the stats, I believe, are taken directly from that, and so you have strength, wisdom, constitution, charisma, dexterity, and intelligence, and yeah, if you highlight it, you'll see strength. This ability score represents your raw strength. The high strength allows you to carry more weight and makes your melee attacks more accurate and damaging. Wisdom represents your intuition, common sense, and willpower. A high wisdom helps you recall memories and gives you a bonus to experience points. Constitution represents your physique, hardiness, and state of health. A high constitution gives you more hit points, and in the Nameless One's case, a faster regeneration rate as well. And the reason it says that is because you do get other members in your party as you go along the game. You're not just alone in this. But then again, what kind of a D&D game would this be if you were all by yourself? All D&D has parties, right? Charisma represents your persuasiveness, personal magnetism, and ability to lead. The higher your charisma, the more favorably others will react toward you. Obviously. Dexterity represents your agility, reflexes, and hand-eye coordination. A high dexterity makes you harder to hit and aids your thief skills. Yes. And then intelligence represents your memory, reasoning, and deductive skills. A high intelligence helps you regain memories faster, gives you more dialogue options, and aids your mage skills or magic skills. Yeah. So, right. And as you can see here, each score starts at 9, and we have 21 points we can use. The armor class and the hit points are dependent on some of the stats. I've already kind of tinkered with the skills a little bit. I've found that what I'm going to go with I like to go fairly balanced. I'm sure you've probably noticed that if you watch the Torchlight videos, but anyways, yeah, fairly balanced. Armor class is 10. Armor class, this number represents your overall defense. The lower the number, the harder it is for your enemies to hit you. And yes, the lower the number, the harder it is to be hit. Once again, this is based on Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and the armor class is the same there. If you have a low armor class, you're harder to hit. Higher armor class means you're easier to hit. And then, of course, hit points. Since I raised my constitution up, got more hit points. Represents your health. Whenever you take damage, your hit points will drop. When it reaches 0, you are dead. And the reason why it looks so low is because in most variations of Dungeons and Dragons, most everybody has fairly low hit points. Even if you're a high-level character, your hit points are still not that high compared to a lot of other RPGs from the more modern era. So, yeah. Yada yada. Anyways, we've got our guy set up. I don't think you can rename him. It doesn't seem like you can. But let's just start the game. Little loading screen here. And then we have a conversation. Wake up on this slab. That was one of the things from the intro video. We were shown being brought into this room on this slab.
Hey, Chief. You okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
Yes, this is Morte, or Morte. The little skull guy. Again, those who watched my Torchlight, the Synergies mod with the Necromancer, there was one of his abilities that allowed him to automatically summon this skull thing at times. And I said it kind of reminded me of this guy. Well, there you go. But we're in a conversation with this. And that first line that you just heard is actually the only line that is actually spoken. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. But, who are you? Me? The skull seems indignant. How about you start, Scabby? Who are you? I don't know. I can't seem to remember. You don't remember? Must have been some night you had. Better hope you didn't hurt anybody. The name's Morte. Hail, well met, and all that wash. He pauses for a moment. Say, I have to ask, are you one of those sensates into self-mutilation, or did somebody give you those scars? Scars? It's like some basher decided to paint you with a knife. You're scarred all over, even on your back. Except, pauses. Say, you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Burke. Spells out something. What does it say? Looks like directions. Morte clears his throat. Let's see. It starts with, I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that'll shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farad can fill you in on the rest of the chant, if he's not in the dead book already. Don't lose the journal or we'll be up the sticks again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you. Read the journal, then find Farad. No wonder my back hurts. Do you know someone named Farad? Nobody I know. Then again, I don't know many people. Still, some Burke's got to know where to find this guy, once we get out of here, that is. Did I have a journal with me when I was lying here? No, you were stripped to the skins when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal written on your body. How do I get out of here? Well, now that is a good question. Sans is running through the glass for you, Chief. The dustmen find you, they'll attempt to correct your resurrection problem by tossing you in the crematorium. If you keep playing dead, you'll go to the crematorium anyway. A Modron's choice, eh? What to do? Why don't you tell me? Sounds like you have an answer already. From where I'm sitting, it's obvious you need to get out of here. Me, I can afford to wait. The only danger I'm in is dying of boredom. We could lend each other a hand. Keep talking. It may not look it, but I could help you out of here. And you could help me out of here. I haven't got hands, so I'm in a bit of a quandary. You're missing what's in your cranium, while I got plenty of experience and know-how to get you out of this dive. We cooperate, and we both come out ahead. Deal, Burke? I have a bad feeling that fate has destined we travel together, Morty. Fate can go squat on a halberd for all I care. Listen, Chief, pay attention to how often bad and fate show up in the same sentence, and you'll catch on to one of life's little mysteries. Best thing to do is to tell fate to wrap itself in razor vine. There's always another option that fate never lets on. I'll keep that in mind. Alright then. Now come on, let's give this place the laugh. The doors out of here are locked, so we'll need the key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labor. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless, and won't attack you unless you attack first. Is there some other way? I don't want to kill them just for a key. What, you think it's going to hurt their feelings? They're dead. But if you want a bright side to this, if you kill them, at least they'll have a rest before their keepers raise them up to work again. Well, alright, I'll take one of them down and get the key. Well, before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Note, search the shelves in this room for a weapon to attack the zombies with. Alright, I'll look for one. One last thing. Those corpses are as slow as molasses, but getting punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember you can run and they can't. Use it to keep some distance if you need to recover. Now to run, hold down the control key and left click on the area you want to run to. If you are in danger of dying, use running to keep your distance from the zombies while you recover. Alright, thanks for the advice. There you go. Now we can move around. The way this game controls is kind of like an RTS. You can click and drag a box around the two of these guys together to highlight them both, to move them around. Just a simple left click will get them to move. Right clicking brings up this weird little window, which I haven't really been able to figure out too much, but not important. We come over here to take a look inside this, and down here we find a couple of bandages. Cool. We come down here. We find another case.
All right.
And we find the scalpel. Another conversation. Alright, you found the scalpel. Now go get those corpses. And don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Yeah, maybe you could help me, Morty. I will be helping you. Good advice is hard to come by. I meant help in attacking the corpse. Me, I'm a romantic, not a soldier. I just get in the way. When I attack this corpse, you better be right there with me, or you'll be the next thing that I plunge this scalpel in. Alright, I'll help you. Note, if you wish Morty to help you attack, simply make sure the both of you are selected when you attack the corpse. Morty will join in the attack. I'm glad we understand each other. Time to introduce these corpses to the second death, then. Note, although you can select the attack cursor from the quick menu, pressing the A key toggles the attack cursor without using the menu. Let's go. Yeah, and by the way, that was still something I had to find out the hard way. I guess I should have paid more attention to all that text. I just kind of skipped through it when I was tinkering before. But yes, if you hit the A button, you'll see the cursor turns to this axe, and you can then attack. But there's another little caveat to it. You can't just click on the zombie. You have to highlight down by their feet, and this little blue ring appears around them, and their name, Zombie Warrior, Zombie Worker, comes up. And then you left click, and you and Morty will both go and attack. Yeah. And again, it kind of handles like... oh, and I forgot. I'm an idiot. Go into the inventory with I, put the scalpel on the quick weapon, and for some reason hitting I again won't close the menu. You have to go down here to the inventory button and click it. And there you go. Now I have the scalpel in my hand.
All right.
I'm sorry if the picture looks a little... if stuff looks a little small, but this is the resolution I was kind of stuck with. Can I actually talk to one of these zombie workers? Let's see. I'm not going to attack him, I just want to know what he's got. This corpse's head lolls back and forth on its shoulders. Judging from the angle of the neck, it looks like this man may have been hanged. The number 825 has been painted on the side of his head. Chief, they can't hear you, alright, they're dead. But you're dead and you're talking to me. Yeah, but I'm special. Death couldn't kill my zest for life. These corpses here... Mort rolls his eyes. They probably didn't have much personality to begin with. I see. Look, Chief, watching you trying to swap the chat with these corpses isn't doing much for my morale. Let's leave the corpse talk for the barmies, alright? Alright, then let's go. Okay, then, so, alright. And the other thing that I kind of fucked up, where the hell was that other zombie that I killed? There it is. Right. When you kill them, they drop a little bag-looking thing, and you can pick stuff up out of it. This one happens to have another bandage. Bandages, I'm guessing, can be used to heal wounds, that sort of thing. This thing here I can search as well. Nothing in it. This thing here I can search as well. There's not going to be anything in it, I don't think. Never is. Okay, done. Anything else I can search that I haven't already? No. Time to kill another zombie. Do it! The one good thing I can say about the combat in this game is at least it's easy to do. You don't have to do any complicated instructions, although I'm sure you can have each person in your party go after a different target. I'm sure that's possible. Anyways, pick up. We find another bandage. Once again, we will attack this one. He just headbutted him. Stab. Yeah, there you go. And here be our key. There we go. Okay.
Done.
Let's continue to have a look around and see if there's anything. Yeah, if you see the little question mark pop up, looks like some sort of sewing machine. Arms with hooks, tubes, and metallic thread hang from it. Right, if you see the little question mark, you can get a description. These barrels contain a murky liquid. It smells like a cross between vinegar and formaldehyde. Yikes. I'm sorry I asked. These rails. System of rails is running through the whole room. It looks like the slabs in the room can be moved around on these rails. Yeah, that's how the slab here was brought in, along the rails here. But anyways, we got the key. Oops, didn't mean to do that. This guy's moving a little too slow for my taste. So much for holding control and doing it. That didn't seem to do anything. Hold on. Options. Always run. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Move around a little bit.
All right.
Okay. Open the door. Lost item. Right, you use the key on that. And these doors over here you can't open no matter what. This is the door you're meant to go for.
Done.
We walk in, and another conversation. Psst. Some advice, Chief. I'd keep it quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses in the dead book than necessary, especially the femmes. Plus, killing them might draw the caretakers here. Why do you care about the female corpses? What are you serious? Look, Chief, these dead chits are the last chance for a couple of hardy bashers like us. We need to be chivalrous. No hacking them up for keys, no lopping their limbs off, things like that. Last chance, what are you talking about? Chief, they're dead. We're dead. See where I'm going? You can't be serious. Chief, we already got an opening line with these limping ladies. We've all died at least once. We'll have something to talk about. They'll appreciate men with our kind of death experience. Wait, didn't you say before that I'm not dead? Well, alright, you might not be dead, but I am. And from where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind sharing a coffin with some of these fine, sinewy cadavers I see here. Mort starts clacking his teeth as if in anticipation. Of course, the caretakers would have to part with them first, and that's not likely. Who are these caretakers again? They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an addled bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die, sooner better than later. Why do these Dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die, sooner better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? Anyways, try to remember that. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your kiss with death, so I got 2 bits of advice for you. 1, if you got questions, ask me, alright? Note, to speak to a party member, select the talk option from the quick menu, then left-click on the party member you wish to speak to. Right. The right-clicking menu thing is the quick menu. Okay. Alright, if I have any questions, I'll ask you. Second, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Whenever you come across something that might be important, jot it down so you don't forget. If I had that journal I was supposed to have with me, I'd do that. Start a new one then, Chief. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Alright, it couldn't hurt. I'll make a new one then. Use it to keep track of your movements if you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, or more importantly, who I am. Use it to refresh your memory. Note, to access your journal, select the journal button in the lower right-hand corner of the world screen, or select the journal button on the quick menu. Your journal will automatically be updated throughout the game. Alright, I got it. Let's go.
Updated my journal.
Yeah. So we don't have to kill these zombie chicks.
All right.
Let's run over here. Is there anything we can search? Does not look like it. No, man. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Anyways, we need to go over here. We got another door. Hey, howdy, hey. And we go into here.
I'm gone.
I'm gone.
I'm gone.
Back over here. Nothing in there. That's a shame.
Done.
Over here. Excuse me. Receiving room logbook. Okay. And here we go. Right, you right-click on the thing and you can read it, I guess. Huge logbook lists mortuary procedures in a tight, crabbed script. All shells entering the mortuary are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty before being, embalmed or cremated. The records are to be checked to determine if the shell is one of the contracted, and if so, do not prepare the shell. Move the shell to one of the preparation rooms, contact the scribe on duty, and notify him that a contracted shell is to be raised. Be certain that a shell is thoroughly stripped of its possessions before being sent to the preparation rooms. The contracted workers are intended for simple manual labor and do not have the capacity to search and strip a shell. The faction is not responsible for any possessions lost or items stolen by collectors who have brought the shells to the mortuary. The shell's possessions are to be stored in the receiving room until an initiate can be sent to claim them. Please catalog all possessions in the logbook. Following this list is thousands of entries of bodies that have been sent to the receiving room. As you flip through the rest of the book, however, you notice the last page has been cut out. Interesting. And there's no exit button out of here either. Why do I have an eyeball? Tattoo, right ring, hand.
Don't want to part with that.
Right, okay. Yes. And this logo here is something that we will become more familiar with as time goes on.
I'm gone.
Yeah, go ahead and put that logbook back in there. We don't need it. Anyways, anything else we can search? We got another desk over here. Some money and fist irons. I don't know what that means. What is a fist irons? Ah, it's a weapon. Okay. Crude iron bar is designed to slip over the fist with the thick portion resting in the palm and the iron ring facing outwards over the knuckles. While wearing these fist irons, a single punch can shatter someone's jaw. So they're like brass knuckles, basically. Okay. So, let's equip them. Probably there. Hopefully that'll work. And, yeah. I'd try them out, but I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Piss these guys off. Oh. Well, I didn't want to go over here, but we see this guy over here. Powers above. That's one hell of a book. Yeah, that book does look awfully big, considering it's bigger than this guy is, and bigger than my guy probably, too. What is it? If I were to guess, I'd say that's the book where they scratch the name of every poor sod that's unfortunate enough to get dumped off here. Could my name be in there? Well, I guess, to find out you'd need to rattle your bone box with that floating Dusty over there. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Well, I need answers. I'm going to go speak with him. But before you do that, Home Slice, let's go back over to this thing. Nothing. Well, that was a waste of trip. How about this one over here? A door to get out of here, yada yada.
Done.
Run, bitch, run. There we go. Dialogue with Doll. Or D-Hall, I don't know. This scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow like old parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings. Whoa, Chief, what are you doing? I was going to speak with his scribe. He might know something about how I got here. Look, rattling your bone box with Dusties should be the last thing. Before Morty can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down, and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. And we especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with sick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we give this place the laugh, the better. Before Morty can finish, the scribe's gray eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs heavy upon me, restless one. He places down his quill. But I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Restless one, do you know me? Know you? There is a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, restless one, no more than you have known yourself. He is silent for a moment. For you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always, the question, and the wrong question as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. He pauses for a moment, catches his breath. I am Doll. The question was but the first, Doll. There is much I wish to know.
Updated my journal.
Very well, what did you wish to know? Do you know who I am?
Updated my journal.
I know scant little of you, restless one. I know little more of those that have journeyed with you and who now lie in our keeping. Doll sighs. I ask that you no longer ask others to join with you, restless one. Where you walk, so walks misery. Let your burden be your own. There are others who have journeyed with me, and they are here?
Updated my journal.
Do you not know the woman's corpse interred in the memorial hall below? I had thought that she had traveled with you in the past. Doll looks like he is about to start coughing again, then catches his breath. Am I mistaken? Where is her body? The Northwest Memorial Hall on the floor below us. Check the biers there. Her name should be on one of the memorial plaques. Mayhap that will revive your memory. You said there were others. Who else is here? Doubtless there are, but I know not their names, nor where they lie. One such as you has left a path many have walked, and few have survived. Doll gestures around you. All dead come here. Some must have traveled with you once. Find no fault with your reasoning. I had some other questions. What did you wish to know? What is this place? You are in the mortuary, restless one. Again you have come. Before he can finish, Doll breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself and his breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. Again? I've been here more than once? Yes, again. You have been brought here many times before, restless one. I had hoped that this time would be your last, considering the wounds you had sustained, he sighs. When will you give up your passions and leave this shadow of life? Wounds. Yes, the wounds that decorate your body. They look as if they would have sent a lesser man along the path of the true death. Yet it seems as if many of them have healed already. Doll coughs violently for a moment, then steadies himself. But those are only the surface wounds. Only surface wounds? What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
I speak of the wounds of the mind. You have forgotten much, have you not? Mayhap your true wounds run much deeper than the scars that decorate your surface. Dahl coughs again. But that is something that only you would know for certain. I see, I had some other questions. Very well, what did you wish to know? How did I get here? Dahl snorts in contempt, as if he finds the memory repugnant. Your moldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary, Restless One. You would think you were royalty based on the number of loyal subjects that lay stinking and festering upon the cart that carried you. I arrived here on a cart.
Updated my journal.
Yes, your body was somewhere in the middle of the heap, sharing its fluids with the rest of the mountain of corpses. Dahl breaks into another violent fit of coughing, finally catching his breath minutes later. Your seneschal, Farad, was, as always, pleased to accept a few moldy coppers to dump the lot of you at the mortuary gate. Who is this Farad? He is a collector of the dead. Dahl draws a ragged breath and continues. We have such people in our city that scavenge the bodies of those that have walked the path of true death and bring them to us so that they may be interred properly. Where can I find this Farad? If events persist as they have, Restless One, you have a much greater chance of Farad finding you and bringing you to us again before you find whatever ooze puddle he wallows in this time. Nevertheless, I must find him. A slight warning creeps into Dahl's tone. Do not seek out Farad, Restless One. I am certain that it will simply come full circle again, with you none the wiser and Farad a few coppers richer. Accept death, Restless One. Do not perpetuate your circle of misery. Okay. Had some other questions. Did I already ask him how to get out of here? No, I didn't. How do I get out of here? The front gate is the most obvious exit, but they will not let anyone other than dustmen pass. Dahl breaks into a ragged cough, then continues. One of the guides by the front gate has a key to it, but it is unlikely he will open it for you unless you are extremely persuasive. I see. I had some other questions. What do you wish to know? You sound ill. Are you not well? I am close now to the true death, Restless One. It will not be long before I pass beyond the eternal boundary and find the peace I have been seeking. I tire of this mortal sphere. Dahl gives a ragged sigh. The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I. The eternal boundary. The boundary between the shadow of this life and the true death. True death. True death is non-existence, a state devoid of reason, of sensation, of passion. Dahl coughs, then gives a ragged breath. A state of purity. Sounds like oblivion. Why would anybody want that? Is it worse than remaining in this shadow of what life once was? I think not. Shadow of life. Yes, a shadow, you see, Restless One. This life, it is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows. Flickerings of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die. And here we remain, trapped, caged, until we can achieve the true death. What makes you think this life isn't real? What makes you think this life is real? Look inside yourself. Do you not feel something lacking? Dahl shakes his head. This is a purgatory. There is only sorrow here, misery, torment. These are not the elements that make up life. They are part of the cage that traps us in this shadow. I don't know, I like this one. I think your fatalism has gotten the better of you. Those elements are part of life, but not the whole of it. Dahl shakes his head. Passions carry weight. They anchor many to this shadow of life. As long as one clings to emotion, they will be continually reborn into this life, forever suffering, never knowing the purity of true death. I see. How does one escape the cycle of rebirth and achieve this true death? Kill your passions. Strip yourself of the need for sensation. When you are truly cleansed, then the cycle of rebirth will end, and you achieve peace. Doll sighs. It sounds like a death rattle in his throat. Past these shells of ours, past the eternal boundary, lies the peace that all souls seek. And I think that's pretty much it, aside from what do you do here. I am a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells that come to the mortuary. Doll coughs again, then takes a deep breath. As long as the stream of corpses flows through the mortuary, I shall remain at my post. You say that I have been here more than once. How is it that the dustmen do not recognize me?
Updated my journal.
I am the one that catalogs the shells that come to our halls, Restless One. Doll breaks into a fit of coughing, then steadies himself. Only I see the faces of those that lie upon our slabs. The dark of your existence lies safe with me. So, think that's all we can get out of him, basically. As you turn to leave, Doll speaks. Know this, I do not envy you, Restless One. To be reborn as you would be a curse that I could not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point your path will return you here. Doll coughs, the sound rattling in his throat. It is the way of all things flesh and bone. Then perhaps we will meet again, Doll. Yes.
All right.
So, if you couldn't figure it out based on the conversation, the Nameless One is cursed to not really be able to actually die. You can die, but you keep coming back to life. So, even if you die, you'll come back. It's just like a momentary setback sort of thing. And most of the gameplay in the game kind of revolves around that. Okay, let's get moving here.
Done.
Done. Yes. He speaks with a raspy tone. Yes. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know where we're supposed to go. I don't have any guide or anything. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever played this game, so I don't know what we're doing here.
All right.
I think, if I'm not too badly mistaken, yeah, this leads back. No, this isn't the same place. No more bandages here. How about this one? Bandage, cool. Nothing here. Nothing. This one. Nothing. Another table. Oh. Nothing here. How about this one? Still nothing. This guy here. Iveen. Let's talk to this guy. You see a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck makes her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. Greetings. The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They are darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives, removing organs. What's wrong with your hands? The woman makes no response.
Updated my journal.
She's a tiefling, Chief. They got fiend blood in their veins. Usually 'cause some ancestor of theirs shared knickers with one demon or another. Makes some of them addled in the head, and addled looking too. I really don't know if I should bother her. Get her attention. The woman jumps and whips around to face you. Her eyes are a rotting yellow with small orange dots for pupils. As she sees you, her expression changes from surprise to irritation, and she frowns at you. Greetings. She doesn't seem to have heard you. She leans forward, squinting, as if she can't quite make you out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. I have that same problem. You. She clacks her taloned fingers together, then makes a strange motion with her hands. Find thread and embalming juice. Bring here to Iveen. Go, go, go. You have been assigned a quest. Quests are displayed in your diary and in the quest portion of your journal. To see all the quests you've been assigned and their status, simply select quests from the journal menu.
Updated my journal.
Best to just leave well enough alone. We'll find the thread. Nothing in here. She said thread, and I think she said something about a needle. I don't know. She wants to sew, apparently. I don't know why. There's a bunch of these friggin' zombie corpse guys around here. Yeah.
I'm gone.
I'm gone. No, you're not. You're right bloody there.
All right.
This looks like a balcony of some... Oh, big pit. Okay. Let's not jump over there. I don't think we can, but...
Done.
Let's not test our luck. Okay, let me see here. Journal screen. Okay, journal. Find her a jar of embalming fluid and some needle and thread, presumably for stitching up the corpse on the table in front of her. There must be some around the mortuary somewhere, perhaps in one of the adjoining rooms. Okie doke. So I say we go over here. Yes. Yes, you can move the screen around, much like in RTS, by moving your mouse over to the edges and just holding down, and they'll scroll. Open the door. And you can also move the screen instantly when you give your guy a move command by double-clicking.
I'm gone.
So there's that. Another dude here. Doesn't seem like there's anything over here. We can't move this over further. Doodly-doo. Don't see anything here.
All right.
Yes. Nothing that I can search. Still open the door, I guess. Embalming fluid, needle and thread.
All right.
Let's see what we got in here. Embalming fluid. Oh, there's that. Doody-doo. Who is this? This rotting corpse is riddled with tubes. A yellow liquid is cycling through the tubes into a strange machine. The machine is making clicking noises like an insect.
Done.
That doesn't sound very nice. What's in here? More embalming fluid. I don't think we need any more than one, but fucking, I don't care. Nothing there. Table.
Locked.
Locked. Okay, so we probably need a key.
Done.
Don't know who around here is going to have it, or if we're going to have to kill anybody to get it. Did I already check this thing? Well, there's nothing in it, so whatever. Okay, we got another door down here. Open the bloody door.
Locked.
Another lock. Ugh. Body cloth covers the remains of this corpse. The stench rising from the body is almost unbearable.
All right.
I figure being dead so many times, the guy would get used to the smell. But then again, from what I've heard, you never really get used to that smell.
I'm gone.
Oh wait, hold on. Is this... yeah. I can check this thingy too. But there's nothing in it, so... yeah. Should I just start killing these friggin' zombies? I might as well. They might have the key on them. But then again, Morty did kind of say that we should keep a low profile, otherwise we'll attract unwanted attention from the dustmen. Go over here, bro. Come on. Nothing. Right, I already checked this stuff. Well, dealy-doo. I don't think I probably did check that, but I don't know. Do these doors seem to go anywhere or not? I can't tell. It doesn't look like there's walls back in there, so I don't think they do. Let's check down here. Oh, here's a zombie. Can we maybe take him out stealthily? That way we don't attract any attention.
Done.
I don't know. Back in here with this guy. What is that? Looks sealed shut. There's no lock or other means of opening it. Well, great. That's not helpful at all. We've already been back in the room with this, so there's not really... There's going to be a couple of more rooms there. And we've been here. I think we might have to kill a couple of these guys, otherwise we're not going to find shit. So, let's come back here. Wish there was a way to have the camera follow the guy as he moves. Because once again, like in RTS, there's usually an option for that. Oops, didn't mean to put that. But anyways, what's this? Bloodstains, rust, and other remains cover the surface of this metal slab. It is much larger than most of the other slabs and is sitting on a platform that allows it to be rotated. Okay. Can I do anything with it? Doesn't look like it. I think we're gonna have to kill one of these guys. Oh, come on, I've still got that.
All right.
He's got... Oh, a knife. Well, I can use that. I'm not really sure how to, like, equip more than one weapon. Knife. 1 to 3 piercing. 1 to 3 piercing. So it's the same either way. Can I have one in my one hand and one in my other hand? Or like... He didn't have any stuff on him or anything.
Done.
Well, he had a knife on him. Are there any other zombies around here? Maybe we kill another one. There was one up in here, wasn't there? No? Ah, crap. Dried blood covers the slab surface. Ah, crap. Someone has inserted a tube into this corpse's leg. The tube is attached to a strange clicking machine next to the slab. Yes. Well, this is kind of a bitch.
Done.
Might seem redundant, but let me try checking these things again. Because I've seen that... Oh, geez. I just kind of got a good look at this guy. He looks like he's been flayed open. Yikes. Whew. Right, but I'm checking these again because I know sometimes in games like this, they, Ew. Stench coming from this corpse is truly nauseating. Someone split open this man's chest and has yet to remove the internal organs. Christ. Right, but like I said, I know sometimes in these RPGs, things won't appear until you actually have the quest that requires them or something. So, I don't know. I'm probably wrong about that. I don't know, though. Well, she is still dissecting the corpse's chest with her talons. The rhythm of the talons reminds you of something, but you can't quite recall what.
Updated my journal.
As you study the motion of Ivine's hands, you feel a prickling along your scalp, and then suddenly you find your vision swimming, blurring until blackout. You are standing in front of a freshly slain corpse, rigor mortis making a mockery of its smile. The number 42 has been stitched onto its scalp. The zombie is laying on a slab, and you have just finished stitching up its chest. You have placed something inside, something that may prove useful if you come this way again. Keep those things safe and wait for my return. The memory of your voice is an echo, strange and hollow to your ears. You cross your arms in front of your chest, and to your surprise, the corpse does too. After a moment, its hands fall back to its sides, and as it does, the vision fades, until you are watching Ivine's hands make their stitching motions once more. You have regained a memory. Memories can give you additional experience points, skills, and may even lead to you gaining something else of value later on. Get her attention. She turns, sees you, then frowns. Dumb zombies. She clacks her talon fingers together impatiently, then makes a stitching motion with her fingers. Find thread and embalming fluid. Bring here to Ivine. Go. Well, I have the embalming fluid. Where the fuck do I find the needle and the thread? There's nothing else I can search. I've searched everything. Do I have to kill these other zombies? Oh, here's the one. Well.
Die.
Die, yeah. Oh, he didn't have anything, eh? Well, that was pointless then. Fuck. I don't know what else to do. I've searched everything. I don't have lockpicks or anything to pick open the stupid locks on the doors. All I can think of is to kill these zombies, to maybe find the things I need, the keys. Go ahead and attack. There you go. Nothing. Again. Still nothing. Are you kidding me? Come on now. One of these guys has to have something. Still nothing.
I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Locked.
Container is locked. Oh, there's a staircase. Why didn't I see that before? Let's see where this goes. Saving, loading, cool, cool, cool. Looks like we went upstairs. Sure enough. Oh boy, what is this room? Skeleton work. Skeleton, according to the number chiseled above its brow, is odd only in that some of its teeth appear to be false ones made of reddish-brown stone. They're clearly not valuable, however, as its caretakers would have otherwise removed them. Have you seen any skeletons walking around here? Yeah, that one, and yeah. Someone has taken care to bind the bones of the skeleton with leather straps woven around the body in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. Straps are secured to metal bolts punched into the skeleton's joints. This skeleton looks like it has seen a great deal of service. Many of its bones are chipped, and its numerous fractures are bound with sealant and foul-smelling glues. Wonder if this Greybeard would mind if I borrowed his body. Greybeard? Greybeard, you know, geezer, old feller, yellow dog. Old. I don't think he's in any position to object. Why not take his body? Morte studies the skeleton for a moment, then shakes his head. Nah, I'd need a fresher one than this, and something with a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. And you're not? Ha! You're a sack full of laughs. Morte glares at you. Besides, you're one to talk, Bert. Mirrors beg for mercy when you're around. Oh yeah? At least I have all my parts. Snorts. You're not quite sure how he managed it without lungs. Very well written dialogue, by the way. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that does sound about right, because this kind of reminds me of a... one of the parts of backstory to this game I should have mentioned before is this comes from Black Isle, the same guys who made the first couple of Fallout games on the PC. Now, I don't know if that's related in any way to the new Fallout games, 3 and New Vegas, but in New Vegas there was a line that you could say to one of the soldiers. Who was he? It was... If you've played New Vegas, you go to the fort. I can't remember what the name of it was. But, you know, as long as you don't piss them off, they'll leave you alone and you can talk to them. There's a squad of special... I think they're like recon soldiers or something. And one of them is... They have like playing card names, like 10 of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds, shit like that. One of them, I can't remember what his name was, but from his dialogue you can tell that he has a stuttering problem. And as you go through talking with him, one of the responses you can actually make fun of his stuttering. And when I saw that, I just had to laugh because it's so fucked up. And this line right here kind of reminds me of that. So I don't know if it was the same person who wrote both lines of dialogue or if they just happened to have the same sense of humor. Oh, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, though. I'll have you know that helping you escape the preparation room has now been added to my growing list of regrets. He snorts again. I should have let you rot some more, that is. Glad you feel that way. Let's go. Another worker. Who's this guy over here? I'm not seeing my thing pop up. Who are you? Dustman. Oh, right, the Dustman. We don't want to talk to them. More zombie workers. All of a sudden, these parts of the HUD, or the little selection thing, seem to have disappeared. You there, hold. No. I won't hold. No. Leave me alone. You will not fuck with me. I did not do nothing. How about over here? More zombies. We can
All right.
check this. Junk. Don't know what the point of it is, but needle and thread. There we go. That makes it all worth it. So we got the
I'm gone.
embalming. Oh, that's. I thought that was. Perspective fail. I thought that was a hole, and I had to walk around to. Anyways, let's go back downstairs. Okay, well, we got the needle and the thread, and we got the embalming fluid. So, let's go back and talk to the tiefling, Iveen.
I'm gone.
I'm gone. Okie doke then. Talk to Iveen. She is still dissecting the corpse chest with her talons. The rhythm of the talons remind you of something. Get her attention. She turns, sees it in front. Give her the thread and embalming fluid.
Updated my journal.
Without missing a beat, Iveen snaps the thread from your hands and hooks it around one of her talons, then begins sewing up the corpse's chest. She then takes the embalming fluid and begins to apply a layer to the corpse. Wait. Within minutes, she is finished. She clicks her talons, then turns to face you. To your surprise, she extends her hand and drags her talons along your arms and chest. Keep playing, zombie. Looks like you have a new friend, Chief. You two need some time together, or stow it, Morty. Keep playing, zombie. As she traces your arms and chest, you suddenly notice she seems to be examining your scars. She withdraws her talons, clicks them twice, then bends forward and examines some of the tattoos on your chest. Who write on you? Hivers do that? No respect for zombies. Zombies, not paintings. She sniffs, then pokes one of your scars. This one bad shape, many scars. No preserves. Her talons suddenly hook into the thread you brought her, and lightning-like, she jabs another talon into the skin near one of your scars. It feels barely more than a pinprick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching you up. Let her work.
Updated my journal.
The sensation is curiously painless as Iveen begins to stitch up your scars. Oh, max HP permanently increased. See, I made a good choice there. I think. When she is done, she sniffs you, frowns, then stabs her fingers into the embalming fluid. Within minutes, she has dabbed your body with the fluid, and strangely enough, it makes you feel better. Let her work. This may be the second time in my life I'm thankful I don't have a nose. Yeah, shut up, Morty. Iveen puts the last touches on your body, gives you another sniff, nods, then makes a shooing motion with her talons. Done. Go, go. She's reminding me of Tiny Tina from Borderlands 2. Go. Go, go, go. Okay, so now I've got 1 extra HP, which is cool, I guess. Oh, hey, here we go. Here's some other cool things I never noticed before. Abort current action, select all characters, and formations. Follow, T, gather, 4 and 2, 3 by 2, protect, 2 by 3, rank, V, wedge, S, line, none. We've got a T shape going on. Let's go with a line, I guess.
I'm gone.
Well, whatever. I also like these little animated portraits, especially with Morte. You can see his face jumping around, kind of. Well, I don't really know what else to do here just yet. Why does Morte seem to go first? Deactivate party AI? Why would I want to deactivate it? Oh, lock view on character. Well, there you go. Should have seen that one sooner. Okay. Let's move the... Oh, yeah, with this, we can't move the screen around. Okay, great. So there's advantages and disadvantages.
I'm gone.
Well, I don't know. I think this might be a good point to stop for the first episode. Maybe I'll find a walkthrough of the game to figure out just what the hell I'm supposed to do next. Obviously, I've got to get him out of here. I probably need to go find that woman that doll said I came here with, or she was with me when I came in, something or other. I'm probably going to have to find her. Got to get out of here somehow and find our way to the outside world of Planescape. So, yes, I will try and figure out where I'm going next, and I'll bring you another episode of this. As I said, I've been wanting to play this game for a while, and it's definitely not disappointing yet. The dialogue is well written. The story is very interesting. Playing as this character who can't really die, or one that just continuously comes back to life anytime he dies. So, very interesting character. I like the idea, and the Planescape world is one that I have been interested in seeing for a while now. Planescape, of course, comes from Dungeons & Dragons. If you want a very detailed explanation, well, not very detailed, but if you want a more detailed explanation of Planescape and what exactly this symbol here means, you can find that. Hell, I'll tell you what, I'll give a link to the video in the description, as well as, like I said, the links to the mods for the game. If you're interested in getting this game, of course, you can buy it off of Amazon. That's where I got my copy. Funny thing about this game, and the mods, by the way, is there are different versions of this game. There's the 1-disc DVD version, which is what I got. There's a 4-disc version, and then there's a 2-disc version. Now, there are nuances to how to do certain things with the mods depending on which version of the game you have. And if you download the game digitally from Good Old Games or GOG.com, I believe that counts as the 2-disc version. I'm not sure, though. But like I said, I will provide the links to the different mod pages that I use to find all the mods that I have. I will leave those in the description, and we will pick back up on this sometime soon, I hope. And
What's the holdup?
what's the holdup? I'm wrapping up, bro. Just give me a minute. As I was saying, we'll get back to this sometime soon. Hopefully I don't take my sweet-ass time like I do a lot of the time. But yeah, I'm very intrigued to see more of this game. So we will get back to this. And I want to save. Empty. Just save over the autosave. Oh, enter a save game title. Let's say... go with that. Overwrite. Bada bing. Successfully saved. Okay. So yes. We'll pick this up again soon. Hopefully after I've read an FAQ or a walkthrough to see where the hell I'm supposed to be going and what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't have a guide like I do with Earthbound, although I could have gotten one. I probably should have, but, yeah. Anyways, we'll pick this up soon. Stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time in Planescape Torment.